Bound by fate, drawn by duty, or chased by fear, 6 souls band together to take up arms against the wrath of the Dragon Queen. When the chains of Avernus tighten, one soul claws for freedom, fleeing the ember-lit gaze of a fallen angel who would see them kneel once more. From the shifting mists of the Feywild, a hunter steps forward, guided by whispers of worms and prophecy, tasked with severing the heads of a cult that would wake a god. Once a brilliant inventor, an artificer helped create steel nightmares. Now, burdened by guilt, he is determined to dismantle his greatest mistake. In the shadow of noble halls, a man reborn walks a perilous path, his body reshaped by an elder horror, his mind defying the hunger that should consume him. Marked by twisted hands of the coven, a wanderer treads carefully, ever watchful for the eyes that seek to claim what was promised. A passionate painter with a thirst for greatness, this resourceful thief is always staying one step ahead of the undoubted dozens of consequences on her heels. From the pirate port city of Luskan to the sewers of Baldur's Gate, no nook or cranny is too lowly to find inspiration in. And as their journey continues, so too does the stirring of forces that would see them broken, or worse, bound.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shadows over Baldur's Gate, our spiritual sequel D&D campaign to the award-winning video game Baldur's Gate 3. If you have not played Baldur's Gate 3 and are wondering how that story ends, go play that game. It's fantastic. But also, I understand spoilers, so we are going to be possibly encountering some of those tonight. If you don't care, or if you have finished the game, welcome. We have 2 of our cast members who are not going to be joining us this evening, but we send them all the love. Also, internet companies suck, and so does insane weather. It's been a crazy, crazy, crazy summer, everybody. But we are back. And before we begin tonight's session, does anybody need a t-shirt? Because I'm wearing this really cool Basu Brightbolt t-shirt that symbolizes our favorite gnome artificer. So you should go check out the merch store, because not only did Basu get a shirt, but Marcus has a shirt, Winnie has a shirt, Anaya has a shirt, Leo has a shirt, and Udazash has a shirt. We have them in both tank tops and t-shirts, except for Marcus, because I feel like Marcus wouldn't do well even in short sleeves. So right now Marcus only has the tank top available. Don't judge me.
How it should be.
I did not know that. That's amazing.
I literally, like 2 seconds into me talking about this, I went, oh, I should have, well, how about that? Hey, worked it out. It's great. Anyway, before we begin, yes, go check out the merch store. We love you, appreciate you. We have a wonderful cast we want to reintroduce, so take it away, my beautiful cast.
I love that so much. Hi, I'm Lauren Urban Sheeher. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at my website, lauren-urban.com. Tonight, playing Udazash, the Dragonborn Ranger / Rogue, who is just happy to be here in the Feywild for reasons.
Hello, friends. My name is Omega Jones, also known as Critbart across all social media channels. My pronouns are he and they. I play Leopold Guthmere, our resident Illithid scion, who, on the opposite end of this wild spectrum that we call the second chances, is not excited to be here, but is here because his friends want to be here and it matters to them. And that is what good friends do. They suffer, even if it means someone else's happiness.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tony Rodriguez, aka The Encountersmith. You can find me everywhere at Encountersmith. And tonight, I am playing Basu Brightbolt, our lovely gnomish artificer who has a brand new t-shirt. If you haven't seen it, Kucho's wearing it. Basu is quite interested in the Feywild, learning to love it, and maybe slowly becoming a father and adopting this little machine named Clippy? Who's to say? That's why I'm excited. Over to you, Peach.
Hello, everyone. My name is PJ McGaughan. I'm playing Marcus Hellhammer, Tiefling Tattooist Extraordinaire. If you wonder what the Marcus tank top looked like, it looked like this. See, it's got bunches of punches. It's a knuckle sandwich of flavor, Shell. It actually says it right here. So if you want something you can wear to the gym, but also, show everyone that you're a silly little guy, go get the Marcus tank top. And Marcus is here in the Feywild because he's not gonna let his buddies go to this wild place without him. But he stands out like a sore thumb. So I think it's one of those like, maybe I'll be back here cooking snacks.
Giving supportive words if you need them. Oh. And I am Cujo. I will be playing everybody else. So, when last we left our second chances, I missed you guys so much. When last we left our second chances, after having slain the Red Teeth Coven, the three hags who had held a terrifying shadow over Winifred's very existence, the party finally found a moment of reprieve as they freed several individuals, I should say, from inside the Red Teeth's hut, namely one very powerful sorceress / hag / goddess of hags. There are many titles for me, but you can use them all. One Tasha was released from her prison upon the Red Teeth's death. While everybody came back down from the intensity of the combat, they were offered a moment to find rest. Marcus made some delicious food. Winifred experienced her first few hours no longer with the Elder Cross on her form, still displaying some elements of the Night Hag influence, but she is no longer tormented by the idea of their eventual arrival. Seabolt had greeted everybody, a very towering Eladrin, with a very, very deep and tight hug, a bear hug, you might say, before immediately sprinting off into the woods to go and find Anenra. And Udazash was gifted a gift. Gifted a mirror. It's been a week. Leave me alone, internet. A mirror that, upon a location in the Feywild being described, it would show that very scene to whomever wants to view such a sight. A gift offered to Udazash, knowing that when Reinhardt, their dragonborn quarry, is slain, Udazash will not be welcome back into the Feywild. But you had deduced that Reinhardt was at the night market, the very place that had spelled Winifred's doom once upon a time. A mysterious otherworldly gathering where anything cosmic and anything life-changing could be bought with the right price. So, that is where we left off. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and assume, unless anybody has anything to say, that the food that Marcus had cooked was enough to put everybody into a food coma to grant a long rest, but I want to give it to our players. Is there anything you wish to do before the evening passes and you find some solid sleep?
I got the questions I needed asked, and I think unless anyone needs anything from Udazash, she will sit with the mirror, trying to think of places, running out of places that she has names for, trying to think of more places. And then eventually she'll, as everybody starts to drift off to sleep, she will, out of habit, stay up on first watch, even though I think Tasha has been very insistent that this place is safe. But it's the Feywild and she can't help it. And then she'll go to sleep.
I will tell you, as you're on your first watch, the only thing of note that does happen is that a tiny little lizard kind of slithers through some of the blades of grass and in between some of the flowers. And you can kind of see it with your perception. It is slowly approaching the hut. And just as they look like they're about to step onto the walkway, it's strange. As their form goes to step on that dirt path, their form is immediately spun in 180 and then acts as though it's walking the completely opposite direction. It seems that Tasha's wards are quite effective, even for small, unassuming creatures.
There's a moment in where I now want to just test all sorts of things, but she won't, because that'll probably annoy Tasha, and it's bad manners to annoy your host, so she won't.
All right. Anybody else have anything that they wish to do before the night passes?
I think Basu is going to go to the side and talk to Marcus. I think Basu's probably helping you clean up after the amazing dinner you gave everyone. And, you know, after a moment of quiet, of us just like quietly packing everything away, I think he turns to you and goes, Marcus, I think I have a question. I don't know if you'll know how to answer it, but I kind of need to hear what your answer is.
Okay, shoot from the hip, mon ami. What are we talking about?
That hag fight, that was pretty rough. I think more than just me, I think a couple of us were worried you weren't gonna come out of it. But you did. Thank everything for that. But then you don't seem scared. And I know you probably are. I know this was a big deal for Winnie and you would do it all again, but how do you get past it?
Mon ami, that's a good question, that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was trained to get over it. Trained to move before I thought. Trained to fight before I was killed. I think at some point you just gotta stop caring if you live or die. Maybe you want to a little bit, or maybe you're just indifferent. I mean, you're gonna go eventually. Might as well go out on your terms, even if you lose.
Have you come that close before?
Yeah. When I was a younger me, back in the old blood war down there in hell, in Avernus, a few times.
Okay. Does it get easier? Is it scarier? I feel like it gets scarier.
I mean, the killing down gets easier. That, you know, every time you go out there, you realize it ain't personal. It's necessary, because if you don't do it, they do it to you, and it's not good. Now, dying, on the other hand, that's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. Sometimes you just get to a point where you you just ain't scared anymore. It doesn't matter if it makes sense. Doesn't matter if there's a truth to it. You just stop caring, and you just start living.
Living, huh?
Yeah. And like I always said, if you don't fear death, you never die. Yeah, your body might go. Yeah, your soul might pop up. Wherever goes that. But, they say the only time a person dies when you stop saying their name. And if you say your name in your head, you're immortal. You're doing whatever you want. Don't be afraid of dying. It happens to everybody. It's scary, but it's not bad.
I don't know if I completely understand that line of logic, but I really like it.
Oh, that's the secret more to me. It don't gotta make sense. It's gotta make you feel good. And that's the only thing that's true in this world.
Okay, yeah, cool. I think I strangely got the answer I was looking for. Thanks, Marcus.
Hey, no, thank you. You're my hero out there. When I was down, it was you that was fighting. It was you that was doing all the hard work. I saw it.
Well, you'd have done the same. And
yeah,
we're getting better at this, I think.
I'll give it maybe like 2 or 3 more months, and then we're bona fide heroes. Us, we'll be sung about in taverns all across Faerun.
Well, that's hard to imagine, but if you think so, I think so.
The Ballad of Basu Brightbolt. That's got some good alliteration to it. That I like that.
I am a sucker for alliteration. Cool. Thanks, Marcus. Again, I appreciate it. Thanks for the food. That was amazing, as always.
Hey, you my family, you me and mine. I love you. I feed you. That's how that works. That.
Love you too, man. Good night.
You too. And as Basu, that's a ball. As Basu walks off the night, sorry, caffeine brain. Marcus is going to take a few minutes, wait till he's way out of eyeshot, and there's a genuine smile on his face. And then he's going to take his hands and open up, and there's this crystalline list, and he's checking it again. And he looks at Basu's name, and it's like he's waiting for this divine sign that it's working, that Basu is growing. And then there's this other name that's starting to form, but it's not quite there. It's like when you're texting somebody and it's like ... Waiting for them to finish the text. And he's looking at this name and he's like, oh. And he closes his hands and the paper vanishes. And he just gets ready for bed.
All right.
Leo, not to be like edgy, but I think he's slightly away from the group. Not trying to be like repulsed by them or anything like that. It's just still the nature of the space, the power that Tasha has put out to like ward this space, being so close to the hut. The psionic imprint that's now also left here after the battle with these very powerful hags, especially together. There's just a lot of intensity that I think he just separates himself slightly. Not even intentionally, just happens to be where he lands. And I think for a moment he is in that Illidan form that everyone knows, but he tries to go back to the human, the boy, and that almost feels wrong, almost as if the truth needs to be on to protect. You can't be giving part of your power to a disguise, especially in a world, in a plane like this. I think it's just that natural armor. So in him trying to find sleep or trying to find rest or whatever that even could look like, I think unbeknownst to him, a 4th level spell was cast as Psy is off to the side via the summon astral entity. 3rd level. I don't know what Sai's doing, but what he would hear. Tonight could have been the end. That was too, when you coalesce your necrotic power into a singular, two of them. And I wasn't the one to save myself.
No. You weren't. 'Twas the stranger. 'Twas your companions.
Are we weak? Can we do this?
Weakness comes from uncertainty. Weakness stems from disbelief in our factual might. However, we can seek strength once we leave this. And you hear in your mind a few words of a conversation that you had not so long ago. An individual under the city of Baldur's Gate. I escaped the colony, and I made sure to leave it in flames. I needed to destroy as many of those tadpoles as I could. You remember Mako. Sai will speak again. If it is more strength that you seek, seek him out. Find the colony. Claim what is there.
We're supposed to be fighting a god. I barely even an adult, and we are fighting a god, and I don't want to be the one that causes all this to fail. I just don't know when we
think
leave here.
yourself powerless?
When those with power look down, they don't see people who matter. And I want to have mattered. I'm not powerless, but I know that this is not enough.
In a show of not emotional support, I don't think Sai really delves into that. I don't think that that's how they operate. I think in a show of quite logical
observation, you see, flipping through your mind, multiple moments where your abilities have saved those around you. But it then ends on that moment at the elf song, when you had embedded something in the wall of your room. Remember your why. Remember why you take these steps. Remember why your intelligence supersedes that of a god. Gods can bleed. And they will break. Find Mako. Take your revenge. Seek whatever motivates you. But do not question your power. Do not question your value. You matter to everything around you.
You see him like straighten up slightly. This, and I use boy very specifically, as he really has not known life. Not really. Everything happened so fast, and I think this is just another one of those steps of growing up. But he knows that he has a task to do. He knows what his friends need. He knows what they all need. And I don't think he sleeps. I think there's a meditation. I think his eyes are closed. I think there's just a warbling. It's as close to sleep as it can be, but I think there is just silence as he, again, meditates and understands his power and himself. I do think at some point, probably before the end of their watch, Udazash would have seen a small cranium rat running around the edge of the perimeter. Both understanding exactly what these bounds are for Leo, and also you can tell that he's been also sent on watch. But also, Barnabas is the best around.
Barnabas is the best around. I am so cool.
Every time Barnabas goes by, Udazash picks up the song and is singing under her breath with him.
I think it's like those TikToks when you hear like the sound go from one ear to the other. He just kind of goes back, and then it's gone, and then suddenly he's back.
Yep.
Is the best. I am.
Yeah.
I love Barnabas so much.
Barnabas being
trying.
It's true.
calling it.
It's a very catchy tune.
He's doing like dive rolls into bushes. Like it's wholly unnecessary.
He's in the woods. He's supposed to do that.
I would like the world to also know that mechanically Barnabas is more charismatic than Leo as well.
Oh no.
That's
Charisma
It's
stat.
my singing voice. Thank you very much.
He has a +2.
I mean, that's
More
the
than
key.
me.
We need to get Leo a theme song. That's
the shirt. We did the shirt of Barnaby's going.
That's cute.
Was it the book about the pig and this Charlotte's Web? It's like it's a Charlotte's Web of rats, like some rat. And he's like,
you wish you were me. Anyway, well, as everybody takes their long rest.
Oh, and
Oh,
and
yes.
at some point throughout that time, a dragonborn and an Illidan are probably reading a book. I don't know, but you know, there's these books that take time. So,
Somewhere.
before the watch starts, at some point, Udazash has that moment of like, I found this book. Do you know anything about this? Like this book, it looks like it's a really fun book to read, and there was this other book that I think you would really enjoy, and we start a book club.
I don't know why this just popped into my head. Tackle Box, the Shadows over Baldur's Gate version. Where it's just two characters.
Udazash and Leo on a boat.
In some chairs reading a book.
Yep, there you go.
Funny enough, being the type of wizard that he was in the academic, he probably knows could probably take on different forms, but I think he would know exactly what these books are. Like, all right, that's one good thing in the Feywild, I guess.
Cool.
Thank you for sneaking in that eye roll, just barely.
And that would actually make Udazash so happy. Like, I found the one thing that made Leo happy in the Feywild, and that's going to carry her through the rest of the Feywild. Even though it like had nothing to do with her, she found the one thing that made Leo happy in the Feywild.
I love it. All right. Well, our second chances, you may officially take your long rest.
Hey.
Enjoy all those hit points back, all those spell slots back.
I'm going to keep remove curse in the ring just in case.
All right. Sounds good. Well, as you all reawaken, you see that unfortunately, this part of the Feywild, the sun doesn't move, so it's perpetually in some sort of dusk, but it's cozy. It's the kind of dusk on a spring evening where you see the blues and the purples and all of the colors all mixed together in the horizon. Tasha is... Okay, hold on. Hypnotic? That is the second Ko-Fi goal that you yourself have met. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Holy shit. Thank you. Why? Okay. It's cat cool. Thank you. I love you so much.
Yeah, you are.
I appreciate you. Jesus Christ. Tasha is... It's clear that she had used some of her magic to take those excuses for beds to make them into something more comfortable, and she is snoring loud enough that it echoes against the walls of this hut. She has not moved from that bed. But as you all begin to gather your things, there is a... Does any of you have coffee?
Marcus?
Yeah, come on, I can make some.
Marcus has
Her
coffee.
her long red hair is everywhere. It has become amorphous. It defies gravity in some parts. But she just... The moment you announce that Marcus may have some, she just slowly, almost like the creaking of a door, you just hear her head turn and glare at you. Please hurry. I will kill you if you don't make it quick enough.
Look, I know you're big and scary, you, but you at least got me enough time to warm up the beans a little bit.
She mutters an incantation and gestures, and a bit of white flame strikes the bottom of the thing you're holding, and it immediately starts to boil.
You know, if you ever want to work in the kitchen with me, I think that would be very
Cup,
helpful.
please.
Cream and sugar?
Don't care. She just grabs and fully, like, inhales, and then you just see. And as she takes that sigh, her hair magically just, like, comes back. I just slapped the shit out of my microphone. Sorry about that. Returns back to normal, and she. Caffeine makes the world go round. Yes, thank you, Marcus. Sorry for the death threat. So, as I understand it, you are heading to the night market, yes?
That's where our quarry is, yes.
Understood. Do you have an invitation?
Yes, of course. I wouldn't go there if I didn't.
Is your invitation valid?
As far as I know.
Make a history check, Udazash.
Okay. I mean, as far as Udazash is concerned, why wouldn't it be?
Mm-hmm.
So like
Oh, that's
Costco, you need a
weird.
membership.
It did not look at Costco. membership.
What? Yes.
Costco membership, the night market.
Night market greeters are just like, excuse me, can I see your card?
Okay. So I rolled a natural 20, which is good because I have a +0 to this for 20. It'll show up. Apparently, I just rolled it to you. I don't know why that happened.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, let me
Why
double
you do
check.
this?
I don't know. I don't know why I do this. Let me double check settings. But yeah, it'll show up. Sent to default DM. No. So yeah, it'll show up in your log. But yeah, I just rolled a natural 20. So, yeah, I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't. I've had it since the last time I was there, which was years, decades, yesterday. The last time I was there. Yeah, sure.
With your natural 20, you not only remember the invitation, you produce said invitation.
Yeah,
Your invitation.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. It's wait, it's in my bag. Hold on, wait, I got it. Here, somewhere. Hold on, I've got it. It's here it is. Listen, I haven't needed it while I was on the material plane, so it was like stuffed in the bottom of my bag.
No, it is perfectly fine. I keep mine tucked away in a file cabinet. You look at this invitation, and this invitation has granted you access to the night market as you are amongst Mab's court. There is an important step that must be completed in order to ensure that your coterie, your companions, are also included in this. There needs to be permission given from the host of that invitation to allow them entry as well.
Oh, crap. It doesn't, I can't just, it's been forever since I've needed to bring people with me. Usually when I go to the night market, I don't bring people with me because that's a problem. You bring people with you.
It's a market. You can't just walk in and buy some produce.
I mean, you can, but usually when I go to the night market, I'm not buying anything. I'm buying things, but usually I am also selling things or killing people. And bringing people usually is trouble or complications or...
Sorry, you need invitations to get into... I guess that makes sense.
Oh, yes, for this one, absolutely. We are not going back to talk to Mab.
Oh, actually, fun fact, the court, it's a court in summer court. Oh, it's like nobility. I understand the Fae a little bit more now.
That's
still don't like it.
Common
and
ground.
that's you know what. In this case, I agree completely with you. I do not. No, I don't.
So how do we get an
Yeah.
invitation? Oops, sorry.
Well, oh no, you're perfectly fine. You would. The way that it works, either you are contacted by the night market as an important benefactor, offering some sort of services that you could then bring and continue your business over there, or unless I have to ignore. Hold on, I don't know what is happening. Something in my spell book is typing. I mean writing. I mean speaking. I mean whatever. Or those who have been granted the invitation. Those who have been granted their invitation can extend that to others. It is understood that if it is extended to you, you are to behave along with the rules of the night market itself. Disobeying or disrespecting or causing trouble with those very rules would reflect on your host, and therefore they may get their invitation revoked. So,
But my invitation
Three
does not
rules.
extend to everybody.
Semantics and weirdness. I can take care of this. Hold on. And you see that she opens her pouch on her vest, and her whole arm disappears into the opening. No, I don't need that. Ugh, that's gross. Is that thing dead? No. Aha! And she produces a similar invitation. This invitation is embossed, very fancy paper with gold filigree and red ink that basically announces that you are invited to the night market. And it specifically includes in very beautiful calligraphy the name of the designee. Now, here's the thing. And he's going to look at everybody except for Udazash. There are 3 rules to the night market. Mind your own damn business, pay your own damn debts, and never steal a thing. Unless you can avoid getting caught.
Yeah,
It's
just
like
don't get
any
caught
other
stealing anything.
type. No.
The key difference, and they'll sort of set the invitation down. The key difference here is that this is not a material plain market where I need corn to make my corn. So you go to a market and then you exchange gold with the intent of buying said corn. Here, it is different. The currency changes depending on what it is that you are purchasing. If you are purchasing the dying breath of an ancient angel, you might have to produce a dying breath of an archdevil. It depends on what it is that you need. And to steal from or to upset the wrong person, you could cosmically end up in bad places. So,
Sure, just don't steal then. I feel like that's the first. That's what. Yeah, this is easy. I understand. Okay, sorry. Continue.
delightful. So here, as Utazash said, it is weird going in with the coterie, but I can extend this to all of you, provided you handle your business and then you leave before trouble starts. I don't want this to reflect on me. The night market is one of my favorite places. Granny's cookies are out of this world. Quite literally. They are the most delicious sweets I've ever had in my long life.
If I wasn't sure if as soon as we kill Reinhardt, how long we're going to have, because it's very possible as soon as I kill him that we are going to be sent back to the material plane pretty quickly. I would bring you back some, but I don't know if I will have time.
And that is fine. I need to make a trip anyway. I just have to get this new hovel taken care of first. So, I realize that for those who are unfamiliar with the Feywild, this is going to sound like a strange question. I will need your true name so that I may add you to my companionship on the invitation, and therefore granting you access with your own invitation.
I thought we shouldn't give our names out, though. No. You know what? The semantics I probably don't need to know. That it's fine. If I just find out that my name is suddenly being used in the way that I did not give permission, I will come back and obliterate everything.
You know what, Leo? It is very good, though, that was your first instinct. That was very smart. That was absolutely your first instinct.
I get it. Leopold Guthmere, unless... Leopold Guthmere.
There's a moment when she is like, she takes a feather, almost like a quill, and just starts writing, and there's a golden line that follows the end of that feather. When you say, unless, she stops.
Nope, Leopold Guthmere.
I stopped writing that one. She quickly
He's
erases
having
it.
the conundrum, like, does he have his own name? Is he me? Am I it? I never actually asked your name. I just called you Saya. There's some things.
I am she is me. Leopold Guthmere. And as they write on that
It's with
invitation...
an E, not an O. We've had that issue in the past.
She erases it again. It's almost like we should have known this from the very beginning of your story. It's almost like Guthmore makes more sense. When you say it out loud, it just rolls off the tongue better. Guthmere it's a departure. Anyway.
That's what happens when you have to say everything in common. If they spoke in Sylvan, it would be so much easier.
If only. All right. She is going to get Anaya Loomlock. She's going to get Winifred Fithiok. And then she's going to look to Basu.
He'll just look at Winnie and Udazash. Basu Brightbolt.
She erases. 1 S, 2 O's?
What S2 use?
Oh, I like it. Right. Bold. Done. All right. And then you.
My name is Marcus Hellhammer.
With a C or a K?
C.
She erases. It's becoming very clear that Tasha's great with faces, not so good with names. So, she eventually writes it out. And then as the invitation has that last space filled. All right. Perfect. I'm going to entrust... yes.
How does this world feel about other individuals who are technically magically or mechanically induced and yet still have a sentience to themselves? Looking at Barnabas Clippy.
Oh, good question.
It is perfectly fine. While you are technically going to a part of the Feywild, it should be noted that it doesn't really follow a lot of those same rules. The true name worry, still hold on to that. Obviously, only, it only impacts your entry. Still hold on to that. You don't want to give away that shit for free. But, you don't... It exists... Okay. Imagine looking at a dish. In the center, you have your material plane. We, in the Feywild, are on just one portion, and she just, draws a plate and then, draws, a small section. The night market is right on the edge of that plate. And when you have multiple plates gathering together, sometimes the night market can pick up people from other places, other Feywilds, other material
butlery.
plates.
Heard. You need to carry off your plates together instead of making...
somewhere in Faerun. I must write. Hold on.
Butlery. I didn't know that was a real word.
I am sure that at one point it was, and so I said it.
That's what butlers do.
No,
Yes.
technically speaking,
Got it.
and you're going, this gonna blow your mind. Butlers actually buttle. I kid you not. We had to learn this in hell. So, butlers buttle, and the act of buttling is known as buttlery. This blew my mind when I first heard that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am going to file that away in my book of totally useful information.
I don't
Anyway.
know if I believe you. That sounds so ridiculous that I believe you are making that up.
You see Leo reach into his pack and he pulls out a book written by those twins, Merriam and Webster, as he looks up butlery.
God fucking. And it's improv, so I have to yes and, which means I have to put Merriam and Webster in the lexicon,
Yeah.
in the world, in the lore.
They're just
feel
two,
like that's not
two
the
historians.
First time we pulled them out, though.
It's not.
I feel like they know Volo, but like they don't talk to him. Like, oh yes, he's around, is he? Oh, good. What story is he telling? Oh, we have to fact check this, don't we? Oh.
Anyway, okay. Tasha finishes with the invitation and says, all right, now you have access. Now you can travel to and from whenever you wish. Just remember the 3 rules, and yeah, you should be fine. I wish you luck.
I don't know if we'll be fine, but that is very kind of you. Thank you.
Oh, then, I try to be supportive.
That was very helpful. There's still a few things we'll want to talk about before we go, but yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you need?
Oh, no, I mean, I'm going to need to talk to everybody about because I've never gone with a group, but I know how bad that gets.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm going to work on the garden on the outside of this hellhole. So if you need me, be ready to come and plant a plant.
Okay, thank you.
And they walk, and as they do, their witches' robes shift, and their hair goes up into a bun as they already spawn gardening tools in their hands.
It's adorable.
You have seen Leo have a moment because something we don't think about in game, hellhole would have a very specific meaning. It's like, wait, is there some infernal stuff here now? He's looks at Marcus wait.
What did you poop?
There's a hellhole. Why is there hell in the fate? No.
Just be like,
No.
I did everything I could to get out of there. I ain't going back to that hellhole.
No.
Just
Literally.
getting my head around this. Now there's hell.
Mm-hmm.
There's 9 of them, actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 9 of them maybe. Yeah.
Don't know how to tell you this, Basu.
I don't know which one is attached to the night market when we get there. It changes every single time.
The different hells it changes.
Oh, yes. You can always usually tell by the smell.
Okay, I think that makes sense to you.
To me, always. You
Yes.
usually want to tell really quickly because then you know what you're supposed to avoid. Yes.
Tag.
So, and there's a moment where Udizash looks at everybody's invitation. Do the invitations actually have everybody's name on them, or is it just that Tasha has a master list now?
Hold on, I have to recover from PJ in the
Yeah.
chat.
I know, I got distracted by that too.
Do we have Encyclopedia Baldurica? Okay.
No.
I mean, it was good.
Scream something.
It was real good.
What was the question? My brain turned off.
That's okay. Do the invitations that we have have our names on them, or is it just the master list that Tasha wrote down has the, and we just have like
They have your names on them, but they do say, in proxy of, and then they list Tasha. Although they also list Tasha along with the like 12 or 13 aliases that immediately go below it. But yes, your names are now listed on there.
okay, so theirs say Tasha with the and mine has Mab, but it
Yes.
has mine on there. Does it just say Udazash, or does it have
Ooh.
others on there? Because I don't think Udazash has looked at this. In fact, I'm positive she has not looked at this.
I think because of when you would have been given this, it would just say Udazash.
Okay. So yeah, as you all are looking, gathering your invites, and she's thinking through all the things she needs to think about with the night market and realizing, oh yeah, I've never actually been there with a group, and I know that that's going to be a problem. And then she looks down at her invite and has the moment of, what does my invite actually say? Oh, okay. And then she'll look back at all of you and say, so yeah, none of you have been to this night market, and you're going to have questions. And the rules that Dasha gave about the, mind your own business and pay your debts and don't steal anything. Those are very, very good rules. We're not going to go there to do any of those things, so we should be okay. But you would be surprised how enticing things are there. So I would never say don't do a thing, but I'm highly going to recommend when we get there, don't do buying of things.
Oh, yeah, I know. I think we have a very specific job.
Do we even have currency that they accept?
Oh, yes. I mean, you have, and Udazash looks in a weird way, looks you up and down and says, do you have a body and a soul and a clippy and time and all sorts of things that you could sell that people will buy? So yes. And in this very moment, it sounds like things you would never want to sell. But then there's beings there that will be selling things that you really want to buy. And they are very persuasive. So that is something to keep in mind.
Got it.
Well, I don't have any notions, me, but I mean, I just got some sense of self back. I don't think I want to give anything away.
That is good. That is helpful. The other thing to keep in mind, the night market is kind of like here, and where you go where you want to go. So we're going to go where we want to go. We all need to want to go to the same place, or you're going to go somewhere else. So when we get there, we're all going to be very thinking about going after Reinhardt, and keep thinking about the Reinhardt, and very, very, very much keep thinking about the Reinhardt. Very has the single-minded.
Understood.
Okay.
Yes.
Got that loud and clear, me.
Very, very single-minded. I usually don't have that problem because it's just me. So when I get distracted, it's okay because I don't have people with me that I have to worry about like going in the same direction with. Because if I get distracted, who cares?
Would
I
it
don't
be
have
helpful
anybody with
for
me.
our channels to then be open in the night market, or to close them until they need to be open? There's now literal transference of thought, and interference could be an issue. If that is something to be concerned about. If not, then I think we'll be fine. But I do intend for us to be able to understand each other so we don't have to speak. Especially not in a space I would rather not ever open my mouth in.
I think it's a good idea because then if we get separated, then we can
still hopefully talk to one another.
Okay.
I think so.
No, this is solid. Makes sense. I just don't. As long as we're thinking of the same thing, but if you're saying they're very persuasive, just wondering how that
Very
would work.
persuasive. I don't know if I remember not wanting something while I am there. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've probably sold things that I probably should not have, but I'm also pretty sure I've forgotten about it. So I don't know if I have, but I know I've been tempted many, many times. And I can be single-minded when I'm on a job. So there's that.
Honestly, I can't stop thinking about interdimensional cookies.
Oh, her cookies are so good. What
God.
we might.
Can we trade for them? Like trade stuff instead of like years of my life or parts of my soul?
She's usually pretty good about taking very mundane stuff. Hers are usually pretty reasonable.
Mm.
But I don't ever know what she is trading for.
If we have
But-
time.
Yeah. Because not for nothing, but now I want to know what goes in interdimensional cookies. Like, I know I'm a good chef, but I can't cook with space and
Well,
time.
Whoa.
I believe her cookies are milk and sugar and flour and eggs and the baking thing that makes them do things. The baking powder
Baking soda.
or soda. I get those two
Yeah.
mixed up. What's the difference between the soda and the powder?
You don't drink either of them.
Okay,
That's bottom line. You just don't do that.
okay,
Yeah.
but you can eat them in a cookie.
It'll cookie, yeah. They roll the real good in cookies. Look, all I'm saying is if we have time. If we don't, okay. But I want to know how you do that. That's just me.
Time in the night market is a relative thing. So if we would like to go do that, we need to do that first. Because, like I said, I don't know how much I will have after we kill Reinhardt.
That's fair. No, you lead that. We'll also be behind you.
Okay, is there anything else we need to do here? Or are we saying goodbye to Tasha and then I'm taking you all to the night market? Because once we leave, I think we're going to get there fast. But I don't know, which is always fun to try.
Nope, I am as ready as I need to be, I think.
Same. I'm honestly quite excited to explore a new part of the Feywild. Or not Feywild. Or Edge of a Plate. Wherever we're going.
Adjacent.
Right on.
Butlery.
Butlery.
Buttle.
Okay.
Just muttering it under your breath like mahogany.
Mahogany.
Cool word.
So-
Yeah. And so I will intentionally swing us by so that we can say our goodbyes to Tasha, which I guess means Winifred is going to take a moment and plant something because we were told if we're going to do that, she can plant something. And give Winifred some time to talk to her dad and anything else that needs to be done. And then I'm going to take us to the night market.
Okay. Well, Udazash,
Yeah, hi.
I would like for you to make me a survival check with advantage, please.
Okay, sure.
I should also say that the channels, the doorways are all open right now
Okay,
as we
cool.
begin to leave. So
I did it again. Why didn't it roll? I'm so upset. Do you at least see that, Cujo?
I do not, but I'm not even in the map thing right now.
Oh, well, it's not in maps. It's just in the thing. Okay. Well, I rolled
saw it pop
24.
Okay.
For some reason, it is
With
not
a
rolling. I'm sorry. It's a 24.
No, you're totally fine. With a 24. Yeah, let me actually do a thing real quick because it is important that the background match the scene. I should have done this earlier. Fight me, internet. You all make your way through the Feywild Forest. And as per usual, the path is more a suggestion than anything else. because within a few moments, Udazash eventually takes you off of that path, and you are wandering through the brush. And you would think that this travel would take quite a long time. It was literally just told to you that this would be on the edge of a particular plane. However, within a few mere moments, you break through the trees and you come to a clearing. And looking down from a little bit of a hill, you see a gathering of about 24 or so tents, huts, stalls. You can see the distant glimmer of torchlight and firelight of multiple different colors. You can hear what sounds like there's some sort of music being played from down below. And the air around you, it's charged with something. Something, not arcane. There's just something sharp about the air that you are breathing. Almost as if being in this area grants you more oxygen with each breath that you are typically accustomed to. But down below, you see the night market. You all begin to make your way down.
I told you I'd get you here.
You all begin to make your way down, and as you get closer, you can see there are many creatures that are wandering from stall to stall. Some are handling business with a particular merchant, others seem to just be wandering and enjoying the environment, but you can recognize maybe 3 or 4 that would bear resemblances to the faces that you might see in the material plane or in the Feywild. It is clear that this is a gathering of creatures that is far beyond that you would see in the material plane or otherwise in Faerun. There are individuals whose forms are amorphous, constantly changing, translucent matter that vaguely forms the shape of a humanoid, but then as they move, that form shifts almost as if it's like a flag underwater. And yet they wear traveler's robes, possibly some leather clothing. Others you can see small creatures with multiple legs that you would think would resemble something like a spiderkin or something similar, but they actually look to be more gnomish than spider. Similar features, just with more limbs, and 2 more eyes going up onto their forehead. It is nighttime here, but unlike what you've seen when you have traveled to Feywild, this night is comfortable. It is cozy, and the small lantern light at the end of each of these stalls grants a very exciting, if mysterious, light in this market. Immediately you can smell fresh baked cookies emanating from the center of this market. They smell better than any homemade cookies you have ever smelled. And as you are witnessing these creatures, which you wouldn't think would partake, walk away from the center of this market, each with what looks like a very small basket with only maybe 3 or 4. You see, we'll use one of these as an example, a hulking lizard-like being with large one set of larger arms and one set of smaller arms. They are delicately taking one tiny little crumb to then. Every crumb is precious here. The market is open to you. What do you choose to do?
I have a very important question.
I have a very important answer.
So I'm not going to be like one is above something else. I would never say that. That's not the vibe. However, there's been a lot of conversation about Granny's cookies, about how they are the best thing in existence. And to him, there's only one Granny with the best cookies in existence, as Mrs. Honeymeadow has the best bakery in the world to him. The one that if he didn't have a chance again, he would be calling mom, and in a way she is, and so much more. The audacity. Who is this Granny? So he is excited, but for a totally different reason. Everyone else wants to taste and savor and feel, and he's like, "Oops, is you."
See how good they are.
Yeah.
Well,
Are we gonna have like a cookie war? I'm just saying.
You
Iron
can't
Chef
put
style.
my grandma against Granny.
Cross-planar cookie roar.
No one can ever compete with your own grandmother. That's
Oh no.
do I? So, quick question, Leo: are you in illithid form, or are you as your human form?
I think truthfully, he's in illicit form.
Okay.
Which is a very anachronistic thing to see here. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen, but I don't think he has the ability to stay inhuman while here.
That's fine. The reason I ask is because I think, I mean, Udazash has a bad time reading cues no matter what.
Mhm.
I think because you've been in illithid form in the Feywild pretty much the whole time,
Mhm.
she might have an easier time reading cues at this point in your illithid form. So, do you give any indication physically that you're thinking about cookies?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But
Okay.
he's thinking about cookies, pastries, scones, all of these things. He's clearly thinking about his grandmother.
Okay. Udazash immediately stops in front of everyone and goes, if we're going to do the cookies, we have to do it first, because otherwise there is not going to be time. So I need everybody to stop thinking about Reinhardt and start thinking about cookies, okay? I know it will be very hard with that
Easy.
smell. I figured. And I will
all right.
lead towards the cookies.
All right. Well, it's important to note that as you start moving through these lanes where small walkways have been opened up, you do pass by several stalls that look to be selling items that are both wondrous, confusing, and powerful. One seems to be selling what looks to be small gemstones, roughly cut, naturally made, but in the center there's this spark, this light that emanates from within. And as you look in those directions, or in the direction of one of these stones, the one that this merchant is holding is distinctly crimson, And as they touch it, they are wearing the thickest of gloves, because the moment their gloved fingers touch, you hear the and then they quickly set it back down. There's another merchant. This one is going to be. Actually, wait, hold on. Look at notes that are totally mine. There is a patchwork tent with sort of a hodgepodge of furniture all around. There's a large book on a lectern towards the front of this stall, and coming from within this tent is what looks to be a kenku, hood drawn up, and they are approaching one of these spots of furniture, sitting down, and then they are practicing on a flute. Just a cute little ditty, just music given out to the universe as a free gift. But you do end up coming to the center of the night market, where there is a circular counter with a standalone oven that, for this baker, is far too big. But it somehow is automatically and constantly warmed enough to the perfect temperature. As you can see, the black iron gate opens because of this little human woman with more salt than pepper hair, kind of curly, a little messy, kind of comes down to her shoulders. She's got an apron on that looks like it's seen a lot of use in these last few years. She's got two, we'll call them like autumn-themed oven mitts as she pulls a tray of these cookies out of this oven. And this counter that surrounds her and this oven is packed with all sorts of individuals. And as she turns, there is this hum of anticipation. Some actually applaud. Others just look in reverence and awe upon this baker. As she sets this large tray of about 30 cookies down. She says, all right, hold on. You're very excited today. And she pulls out one of these little baskets, puts 4 of them in, and then hands them to an individual, and she comes back with 2 copper. Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, she sets those aside, and she continues. Now, here's the problem. That line is quite massive. So, I ask my second chances. How much are you willing to wait in a line for 4 cookies? Because they smell incredible.
Basu will just look up at Udazash, look at the line. You said time here, like, kind of doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, it's up to you how long you want to wait.
But I mean, Reinhardt's not like right around the corner or anything, right?
I mean, I have no idea where he is. And if we miss him here, I will track him down somewhere else.
I mean, if we have time, I'm definitely willing to wait around just to investigate what these kind of cookies taste like. You know what I'm saying? I think they could help us understand the Feywild more.
I think if you want cookies, I will wait here until you have cookies.
Sweet. Because, you know, let me tell you, Udazash, the Feywild has been amazing. It has been absolutely terrifying. But the one thing I didn't expect is that our trip here, we've been eating good. And I kind of want to keep that ball rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Well, most of that has been due to Marcus, so I can't take any credit for that. And you know what? If I can be the person who facilitates the good food vibes, I think is how it goes. I am more than happy to make that happen.
Sick, because if we die tomorrow, I at least want to die knowing I ate this cookie.
That is a good. I don't know if that's a good way to die, but that is a good philosophy. You will not die eating this cookie. I will say that.
Hope not. And
No,
he just sits
grandmother
on
would.
Clippy
No,
and waits.
she's never had a. No, there's never been a problem with her cookies. You might die after from something else, but her cookies,
Sure.
no problems.
Is she actually human?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
There's
Fair.
all kinds of like people suspect all sorts of things. I gave up a long time ago wondering, who cares? Cookies are good.
Yeah.
I need it known that we sit in D&D trauma so much. So seeing genuine D&D joy, I don't care how long it takes. Basu's getting this cookie.
There is also in the back, I think Winnie might be the only one with a high enough insight at this very moment, which is amazing because she's not here. There is that tiny little bit of guilt of Udazash is the reason everybody's here. And yeah, like some things have been good, and yeah, we got to do some good things and all of that, but like nobody chose to come here. They've all been very nice about, yes, I came to help, and yes, I wanted to be here and all that, but nobody chose to come. Everybody was forced to come because of her. So whatever her family wants, her family's gonna get, especially if it's easy stuff like standing in line for the universe's best cookies.
Well,
Second best.
You haven't even had one yet.
We shall see.
Your insight might not be high enough to know that that's what she's thinking.
It's grandma, man.
Well, you. So who is standing in the line and who is standing outside of it?
In line.
Okay, and
If it's okay, so in truth, if it's one of those lines where if you're not in the sequence, then you're not in, then Leah would be in. In truth, in my own life, I tend to be the one either specifically in line or the one right here. So I'm like, I don't know if we're allowed to be that one, but we're still in line. We're just not in line.
Also,
I will say,
if there was any of this group who are like, I don't know if I need a cookie, I'm like, you're getting in line. There's nobody standing out of the. No, we're doing this as a group, or
Yep.
we're not doing this at all.
Mm-hmm. I will say there is a moment. We'll say,
Turn
Leo,
this car around.
as you position yourself a little bit off to the side, right behind Basu, there is a creature who's like, we'll say just in front of Basu. This long, thin, lithe creature, bright blue skin, a head that sort of comes to a little bit of a cone shape with black beady eyes and 4 arms, who turns and like no expression, but just eyes you as you are just slightly off to the side of the line.
Don't look at no. Just back in line. Don't like that. No.
Marcus is gonna look at him and go, keep those eyes in your head. Don't look at me and mine. Straight ahead now.
He's still. Is this what happens in the line? People.
It takes, like, typically at this point, if you deal with anybody else on the material plane, they go like, yeah, all right, and then they eventually look away. It's like this is happening in slow motion for this creature, because you just see
I don't know why it's funnier when it's slow, but it's so much funnier.
He's still going.
He's still.
Basso's standing on top of Clippy going,
Marcus is like, just keeping eye contact, but like he's going, this guy is very stubborn, him. He's still going.
We
You
need
think he's gonna just keep turning all the way around? No, there he goes. He's still going.
This guy has never heard of mind your own damn business, apparently.
No, apparently not.
You all wait for an hour and a half before
short
eventually it is a short rest. Before eventually before eventually you do come to the front of the counter. I believe Basu is leading. Am I correct in this?
I think so.
Okay. Basu, you approach just as the last cookie for that tray is taken. She goes, "Oh, give me just one moment." And she picks up that tray, mutters an incantation. You see about 30 little balls of dough manifest on that tray. And then she slides them into the oven, closes the black iron gate, opens the black iron gate, takes the tray out, and you see 30 freshly baked cookies. And as she sets them down, she grabs a little basket. Any flavor preference, dear?
Flavor preference. What's popping off the shelves today?
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with a good old chocolate chip. I do have
That was the
oatmeal
test and
raisin
you
if you
passed.
prefer instead.
No.
Like you.
Chip. I have to ask. The way you conjured up that cookie dough, is that a spell or something else?
Thank you for
I
the
like to
seg-
think.
Thank you. Yep, because the minute that happened, as a ritual caster, comprehend languages was on. And I want to see if you can understand like what makes you special. What magic are you conjuring? You don't use your hands. It's not made with love.
I have never been in a game
That's
where
made with
anyone has
verbal somatic components. How dare you?
flexed ritual caster as much as Omega. Omega has taken that feat and just like flexed and stretched it as far as it will go, and I
Sure did.
absolutely
It's
love it.
amazing.
We have made ritual caster and like an insanely high passive perception. Like
Absolutely.
you never hear that.
Absolutely. It's very good.
Also,
Yeah, it's great for me
why
as a
can't-
DM. I can't hide shit from anybody. It's awesome.
Also, why can't spells be made with love? I would dispute that.
Yeah, I think so. Leo, on the other hand, he
Leo-
studied.
Leo's fighting.
He knows the ways.
Ways.
So, you're casting comprehend languages, or are you casting detect magic?
I'm casting just in case she spoke in a language I don't think he understood.
Mhm.
Is comprehend languages, then with his base arcana, before he can even get to detect magic.
Got it. She did not say a word. There was not a single arcane spell, phrase, or magic word, anything of the like. It was as frustrating as Leo might think. Her simply lifting the tray, watching the dough manifest, putting it in the oven, and then taking it right out of the oven.
This is Leo, just like as they're having this conversation about flavor, he just
To answer Basu's question, which again might make Leo's eye twitch. Oh, I like to think of it just as some good old-fashioned love.
Right on, Granny.
Here you go. It'll just be 2 copper.
He just pulls out a bunch of gears and like 3 gold.
Oh,
We're from out of town.
From out of town.
make a persuasion check.
Oh shit. $13. No. A flash of genius. I'm scared. 18.
Add a D10.
Shit.
You're in my aura with my bulwark, so yeah, I would give you-
24. I got a 6.
24. I'm just kidding. She looks at the gold and she says, I suppose that'll do. And she like picks up one of the gold pieces and almost like she's looking at like a Canadian dollar. She's like, thank you, darling.
Thank you.
I believe Leopold is next.
Yes.
Oh, would you like a specialized cookie?
Specialized.
Oh, yes. Oh, well, many come who don't typically enjoy gluten, chocolate, and whatnot. They have very specialized diets. I merely wanted to offer it just in case that is something that you would need.
Oh, because yeah, he like opens his mouth for a moment, and it's like a lamprey. It's not the humanoid that we just would think. No. I will just the cookie you can consider your magnum opus.
Oh, okay. And she takes 4 chocolate chip cookies and puts them in a basket. And she slides it across. 2 copper, please.
Wonderful. It's kind of the back kind of hovers in front of him. And so he's just staring at it. But meanwhile, his pouch is opened and 2 very specific copper pieces come around and sit. It's almost a card for a moment. It's the card, and then it's quickly not the card.
Curious about the card.
Well, it's like for a while, I was like, "Who got? Yeah, here's the card." So it gets nonchalant, but it's like, "Oh no, not that this time." We'll give the 2 copper. Oh, I feel bad. It's not going to tip.
I will point. I feel bad. I'm not going to tip.
Damn.
Saying you
He's
feel bad
standing in
and
this
then
line for an hour
immediately
and a
turning
half.
sassy to refuse to tip, you don't feel bad. Wow.
I tip.
Ugh.
Leo does. Just not right now. He needs to. He is the
On
critic.
record.
This is Ratatouille. He's the critic right now.
Fair enough. I will point out that patrons in front of Basu, when they paid, also did not tip. So she takes the 2 copper. Oh, thank you, darling. And she puts them in a bag to her right.
Floats over.
I believe Marcus would probably be next.
Yup.
Oh, hello. Welcome. Just what flavor would you prefer?
Whew, let's see. You know, I gotta get me a chocolate chip meal. I'll start off with that. And then I would like to have snickerdoodle, if y'all got one of snickerdoodles.
She reaches for a chocolate chip, and as she does, it changes, and a snickerdoodle now slips into that basket. What else, darling?
Let's see. I think the last thing I need is It's an old cookie called an oat crapple. So you get oatmeal cookie with cranberry, apple, brown sugar, cinnamon, all those little flavor palettes. I think that would be such a good little end to me.
The cookie manifests and places into the basket. Oh, you do get one more, dear.
Oh, one more. Now he's really curious. He's like, peanut butter cookie.
Peanut butter cookie slips right into the basket. She slides it. That'll be 2 copper.
Okay. He fumbles around and eventually he gets out his coin purse and he goes, I'm all haunted, embarrass me. All I got's a gold coin. Will that be enough?
Make a persuasion check. As you suggest that, I'm going to say Leopold and Basu, because you have your basket and you're like stepped away from the line. You just feel the air turn as everybody just looks right at Marcus.
And he's just like, I mean, where I come from, gold is more. I'm not even going to argue. That's going to be. Thank God I have such decent persuasion. Because I rolled a 19 for a total of 29.
Oh,
You're Paladin Talkie Boy.
She goes.
That charisma is
She
saving my
goes.
ass right now.
All right. She takes the gold coin and sets it with the other gold coin that Basu paid with.
Subtract
Enjoy.
1. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm I'll go now. You have a really great night.
Udazash. You approach.
Hi, Granny.
Hello, Udazash. How have you been?
I've been very complicated, but I'm happy to see you. Can I get 2 sugar cookies and 2 chocolate chip cookies, please?
She takes the 2 chocolate chip and then 2 sugar cookies. Oh, do you want M&Ms on one of them? I know you liked them one time.
there's a half a second in where Udazesh blinks because she doesn't ever remember asking for that, and then says, "Sure."
There are now M&Ms in the frosting of the sugar cookies. She slides the basket to you. 2 copper, my dear.
Sure. And Udazesh, who has been watching from the line for the last hour and has now seen what the payment is, has reached into Winifred's bag where all of the money is and has pulled out 2 copper and slides 2 copper on over and says, "Thank you.
Thank you, Udazash. It's wonderful to see you again.
You too."
Takes the 2 copper, puts it in the bag, and then she says, "All right, well, I will need some time to get a little bit of a break, but thank you, everyone, for participating and enjoy." And she picks up that bag where the copper is, and she turns and just sort of sits in a little comfy chair next to the oven, where she just starts inspecting some of the copper.
Have I ever seen her take anything other than copper?
Make a history check.
Oh, I'm a +0 to this. Let's see if it'll actually roll. Here, do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. Hey, I think I fixed it for a 7.
Technically, no, because the last person before Basu and Marcus who tried to pay with something other than that and refused to pay or didn't have the copper, they were very quickly removed from Granny's counter and were not seen again.
Okay.
And it wasn't from Granny. It was just from other patrons in the line.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, Granny doesn't need to do any of that kind of stuff.
do I get the sense that offering to swap the 2 gold for copper would be met with gratitude, or would that be an offense? Because I could see that going either way depending on the proprietor.
Actually, I would say that would be a boon because, well, actually, no. Hold on. The first rule: mind your own damn business.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I'm like, okay, these are my people, but okay, great. Then I'm just gonna smile and take my cookies and be like, okay, bye-bye, and I'm gonna go back to my people.
All right. I would now like for my wonderful players to describe the best cookie that they have ever had.
I think Basu, even if this was kind of a normal chocolate chip cookie, it would be the best cookie he ever had. He normally kind of grew up with his dessert options being like sweet cakes, you know, kind of with like bare based ingredients. And I think the gooey chocolate chip. I'm literally looking at ordering cookies from McDonald's right now. And that's all I can think of in my head. It's literally pulling my phone. You got me fucked. But thinking about that, like, pull away of chocolate, he just feels warm and in kind of the environment of the night market that feels kind of more dimly lit, but more kind of like almost like a street market festival. He forgets that he's on an assassination mission for a moment and is kind of enjoying the experience.
I would like to ask a follow-up question.
Oh.
What warm, beautiful, and lovely memory does this bring back for Basu?
I think it brings back a memory of Basu up late with his mom on the night before his sister's birthday, and trying to fix the oven as their mom are trying to make like a special meal that she really liked. And Basu is, you know, the young age, or maybe like 12, behind the oven trying to put spare parts together, parts he takes from school, and try to get that oven to work. And then she finally wakes up in the morning, her breakfast is made, he's covered in grease, and just remembered how happy she was. And was one of the first time Basu's like been really proud of the work he's done. Yeah.
EJ.
This is tough because I know I have a lot of cookie opinions. I don't know. I mean, Marcus is a cook, a chef, so he would also, but I don't know when he had a steady flow of cookies. I'm gonna say some sense memory. We're all in high school, you know, it's either just before lunch or the end of the day, and that Otis Spunkmeyer fresh baked warm cookie smell starts wafting throughout your entire high school. I don't know if you had that. We did all the time. And that, God, they smelled so good and they taste so good. And so I feel like the chocolate chip cookie is like one of those warm, rich, sweet, buttery chocolate chip cookie experiences. The oat crapples are actually a shout out to a cookie of my past, my personal past. So I'm sure they're very delicious and very sweet. Peanut butter cookies was a bit of a test because you can get peanut butter cookies very wrong, and I'm imagining this is like biting into a Reese's cup, like everything is warm and perfect and savory. And yeah, I think each bite you can see his chef brain not only living in the synesthesia of it, but trying to kind of reverse engineer the recipe to create those flavors again for other people.
And what beautiful memory comes to Marcus's mind?
There's a lot, but I think the very first one that comes to his mind was being in the taverns of Avernus back when he was first a young paladin. And yeah, it was abusive, it was terrible, it was, oh god, just awful. But it's those moments with Jack and Dustin and Yasker and everyone drinking in the taverns, singing C'est la vie together, and knowing that even though the world was hell, this moment is really what mattered. This moment of brotherhood. A little bit of heaven in all the hellfire.
Omega.
So in truth, I think the best way I can describe this is that the taste is the memory. And I think for a moment, as he kind of stared at this cookie, he was inspecting it, like looking through like all of it. It's like, what's the coloration? Like, what's the goldenness of it? How chunky and abundant is the chocolate? Like, it's going into it in a way that he has in the past. But as he takes the bite, I think almost immediately for him, rain would be falling, and it'd be falling hard, but it would be distant as this boy sits upon a tiled floor next to a fold-out chair. He had been crying. He had been in a state of fear and uncertainty. And in his hand was a very, very, I don't want to say average, but it wasn't anything glorious. It was just a sugar cookie. It had maybe been sitting out most of the day. And the one who gave it to him was this small halfling woman. Her soft white curls perfectly adorning her head, almost like a crown. Glasses kind of sitting off of her nose, and there is just a softness upon her face as she sees this kid who is feeling true fear and worry after a calamity came upon him and the home that he had. I think the taste is hope and safety. And a sense of knowing that things are going to be okay. That's what it tastes like.
Lauren.
Udazash eats the M&M cookie. She eats it first because it's a reminder of something she hasn't thought about in a couple of days, which is what she loved about her life before she realized what she hated about her life, which was the fact that she kept forgetting everything. What she loved was discovering things and being okay with rediscovering things. And she once joked with Winifred about how she's probably rediscovered oatmeal like 7 or 8 times, and how that was okay because every time It was a new, amazing thing. And so when she's told about, oh, you liked this the last time, and she doesn't remember that old joy comes back for a moment of, oh, I know I'm going to like this, but I don't remember it. So I get to experience that again. So she's enjoying this soft, chewy cookie that has these hard chunks in them of sweet chocolate that are just the perfect mixture. And yeah, it's great. It's perfect. It's how could she have forgotten that this was something that she enjoyed? And now she gets to enjoy it again. And what she remembers is not the first time she had this cookie, because she's forgotten that. But what she does remember is when she was eating it, because she picked up a bunch of these cookies, because the last time she was at the night market didn't go amazingly well. She got everything done she needed to, but it didn't go amazingly well. And so she made a stop off to go see some friends of hers, these identical twin goblins that she always tells stories to, because they love to hear her stories, and they like hearing not just her stories, but she brings them these cookies. And so she doesn't remember eating the cookie. That's how the Feywild works, is it pulls these bits out, but she remembers telling them the stories and how much she enjoyed their enjoyment and how it made her feel better. And in this moment, how much she enjoys re-enjoying the cookie and how it's making her feel better. And that maybe it's gonna be okay, that she's not gonna have her old life anymore, that she'll be able to remember things, and that she's gonna be losing this part of it, but it's gonna be okay. And she just keeps eating cookies and smiling.
Well, as our second chances, take a moment to savor the most delicious cookies. We are going to take our 10-minute break. So, to those in chat, find your cookie. But get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, take your medicine if you haven't. We'll see you guys in about 10-ish minutes. Be right back, everybody. And welcome back, everybody. Hold on.
Yeah, look
That's
who's
a
joined
little
me
bit
in
better there, Cole.
standing. Yes, I'm so excited. Look
Yeah.
at us. Look at us.
Oh, everything's shaking. Okay, cool. Yay, standing desks, which were not total bitches to put together. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. So, when we last left our second chances, they had just partaken of their first cookies from grandmother in the night market. Now, these are incredible. These are delicious. And while everybody else seems to understand the process, they pick up their basket and they go on their way, maybe snack as they go. I like to think that, considering we have many first timers, perhaps people sort of stop and linger for a moment. What happens next? What do you guys talk about? You tell me.
Well, Leo, I
So?
know they're probably not your standard of cookies, but pretty good, right?
No, they're fine. They're good.
Nice.
I never said they wouldn't be good. I never said they wouldn't be great. And they are quite great.
Good. I'm glad that you enjoyed them. Is everybody done eating? Because knowing these cookies, we should not eat and stalk at the same time because
No.
you will get distracted.
In a way, we did, though, do a transaction within this world. Do we need to note, did we just, sign a piece of our essence over to grandmother?
No, you did not sell your essence for a cookie. You paid with 2 copper.
Sure. There's the literal side of things I've noticed, and then the not so literal side of things I've noticed. And they are like oil and water. So I just don't know. Just curious.
You know what? I think it is good for you to ask because it is. Yes, it is always good. Here, it's probably going to be more explicit, kind of. But no, you will be. It'll be more obvious when you are signing over slivers of soul for things. There may be contracts. But no, they will tell you what you are supposed to pay. There won't be hidden things. If they say it's 2 copper, it's 2 copper. It won't be like it's 2 copper and then you walk away and suddenly you owe a soul. That's part of the pay your own damn debts thing. It's hard to pay your own damn debts if you don't know what you owe.
Well, I mean I don't feel the need to consume all 4 standing right here. So, we can carry forward.
Okay. And Udazash kind of eyes everybody, and if everybody really does look like they're done eating the cookies, I'm gonna try to hunt down Reinhardt.
Okay.
So, yeah, she's used to hunting down people here alone, and usually that just means she keeps their likeness and their name and everything she knows about them in her head, and she goes stealth, and then she starts stalking. But now she's got a bunch of people with her, so she's gonna do that except without the stealth.
Okay. I'm going to need. Let's see. Udazash is kind of spearheading this. I will need a wisdom saving throw from Udazash.
Okay. I don't usually do this with a group of people, and that's so distracting. It's really hard with a group that I have to watch. It's a 6.
As you try to focus on the image of Reinhardt, the color of the scales, his stature, his voice, there's a distant jingle of a bell, followed by a that for a moment, as you're trying to focus, it's like your mind goes, "The hell is that?" You try again. This time from a different direction. Try with third time.
I have to ask, is this echoing through us or is
Yes.
it just...
Oh, it's you all can hear it.
If something else, not just in Udazash's mind, but there's in these... Is he sensing another mind here, or is this like a... I can't explain
Well,
that great right now.
I am actually going to ask Leopold for an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Either way, it won't be on this because of the speed of it all. It doesn't require an action or anything, but at the start of his turn, not this, he will enter his bulwark mind. Because it sounds like a mental thing is happening. So protection, intelligence saving throw, 27.
Okay. The DC was 25. As you extend your mind to your surroundings, there are what feels like hundreds of minds around you. Minds that are ones that you can understand in how they are constructed. Cohesive thought, feeling, memory. Others are constructed completely differently. And so for a moment, you feel that momentary confusion as you're adapting to what the minds of these otherworldly creatures around you are like. However, there is one that in your sense, yes, Teddy, thank you. In your sense, I hate that he's so audible. As you focus on this mind, it literally moves from one side of the night market to the next. And then again. And then again. Until it manifests right around the corner from where you all are. And this mind, it's not otherworldly, it's not strange in its construction. It is shattered. From right around that corner, that stall next to you.
Yeah, that kind of almost immediately as this kind of surge of mental space, and almost like you would see his head swivel to that area, getting you all mentally protected. That shouldn't... We need to be careful. Around the corner.
And in the telepathic bond, wait, are you hearing that too?
They're close. That is wrong.
As you look in the direction of that stall, you see a hand slowly come into view and then rest just on the edge of that stall, and you can see pale, almost bleached white skin with black claw-like fingernails. as slowly dancing into view is a humanoid with pointed ears, bright blonde hair with a tie at the top that almost causes it to lift and then curl in a very grand way. They wear very bright and chaotic colors as they wear what looks like this strange, almost mock royal raiment. And their eyes are bright, piercing green. And there is makeup, a purple smile from ear to ear as they sort of dance right in your path before they skid to a stop. With every movement, there is the jingle of bells attached to what looks like pieces of a jester's outfit. And they turn. Oh, hello. Am I to understand that you're looking for a friend of mine?
I hunters mark them.
Okay.
Do they have any immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities? And what are they?
They are resistant to damage from magic spells. They are immune to stunned, sleep, let's see, stun, sleep, incapacitated, poisoned, and sharp.
Okay. I'll relay that in the telepathic bond as that comes to me, but I won't say anything. I'm just, my eyes, when this creature says, "You're looking for a friend of mine," I just immediately mark this creature and relay all that information, and any smile I had before goes away.
Does the market around us, is that all still normal, or is it
Mhm.
frozen, or
Everything is business as usual in the night market.
does anyone else seem to be looking at this individual other than our group?
Not particularly. This place is home to many creatures and many individuals, both terrifying and otherwise. This would just be another individual.
Udatashi, what's this? That doesn't look like a dragon.
You said out loud or telepathically?
This is all in this space. That is primary to him at points.
Telepathically, I say, I don't know. I don't know who this is, right?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Just making sure. It's Udazash. Yeah. I do not know. Out loud, I will say, "Who are you?"
How rude of me. I seem to have forgotten my manners in my travel here. How could I be so foolish? Kefka, at your service. And that smile extends way far past where it should on his face. Well, manners now dictate that you introduce yourselves to me, so please, by all means, the floor is yours. What are your names?
This isn't the Feywild.
You are correct. I am no fae. You have no need of true name usage with me. Come now. It's fine. What's another friend to make in the night market?
Who do you think we're looking for?
Ooh. He like puffs his chest almost mockingly. Well, I am the gold dragonborn, and I come away with large packs of these fey wild plants, and I'll give them to people so that they can take over the world. Sound familiar?
Why are you involving yourself with our journeys?
Technically, not really involving myself. I got awful bored, and I decided to take a little trip, and so I came here, and I was tempted to be sold one of these little flowers that your friend was so excited to let loose. And I found him very interesting. And I decided, well, I could use a friend in these strange lands, so we became fast friends. Inseparable, really.
Then you know what he is, this Reinhardt fella.
Ah, there it is. He was so weird about giving out his name, not so dissimilar from you lot. Yes, I do. He's with my stall, you see.
So we're in the area. He's here, him, and
Mhm.
and you two fast friends, like you said.
Oh, yes, the best.
He's gonna like kind of turn around and look to Udazash. He's like, Uda, do you have like a sixth sense for this Reinhardt fella? Do you have an idea where he is right now?
Has it been a minute that we've been talking to this Kefka?
Yes.
Okay, so at this point, since I've been observing this creature and I've hunters marked them, I get to find out, is their intelligence score greater or less than 10?
Greater.
That's usually the case. Is their wisdom greater or less than 16?
Greater.
I think I know this one. Is their charisma greater or less than 12?
Very much.
That's what I figured. Also, the DM might also decide that you might also realize you know a piece of this creature's history.
I am
We
actually
established
going
I
to
don't-
say,
Yeah.
I'm going to save that for this individual. You would, like, you're pretty sure with how loud his very presence is, without saying a word, you're pretty sure even with your loss of memory, for some reason this individual would stick out.
Yeah. Okay. And Marcus, when you asked that question, did you ask it out loud or in the mental link?
I think to be safe, I'm gonna put mental link.
Okay. When you say that, then my response to you is distract him.
And then with that, I kind of turn around and go, got it. And I turn to him and I say, so, Kefka, buddy, oh boy. So you hear you're friends with this Reinhardt fella. You hear this kind of going big walkabout. Have you had a chance to actually eat any of the food here yet? I know some great recipes.
Oh, no, I haven't really had much food in... When was that? Several years ago? It was delightful and it was a good time, but not my particular favorite form of sustenance, thank you.
Oh, what do you prefer to eat? If not food, then what do? You
Magic.
you eat magic.
It's delicious. Break it down to its arcane components and you have yourself a right feast.
I believe.
It's
I
sort
trust
of
you.
feedback from some ritual I underwent recently, but you know what? It has made my flavor palette very sophisticated. Do you have any to offer?
I mean, not really. That's not really my thing. Some other people might, but now I'm more of a, beat someone to death kind of guy.
A suplexer, you might say? What a surprise.
I guess you could say my train of thought does work that way sometimes. Yeah.
How boring. You, little one.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's a little insensitive. Pardon me. And their form.
Oh, that's normal.
Yes. What about you? Do you possess anything vaguely magical?
Well, that depends. Basu would have also heard distract him.
Oh yeah, that was all in the mental link.
I guess that depends. Eating magic is new to me. Is there a school of magic that you particularly find more appetizing than the others?
Necromantic is delicious, but I have to be in the right mood for it. Conjuration is nice, but it's filling. Abjuration is sort of the salt that you put on a nice, good steak. Really, I'm not that picky today. It's been a while since I have fed. So, whatever you have.
Oh, I can't cast magic, but I like machines.
Ah, one might say you're a mechanist in some way. You, and he looks to Leopold in his form, returns back to full form.
Yeah. Is this a good idea? No. Is it happening? Yes. Because I think Psy, we forget about a major component of illithids. Their not appetites, but what they find enjoyable. And I think there is a hunger that comes upon Leo that I don't think he was prepared for, nor was I. I'm still going to detect thoughts using my psionic ways so he doesn't know that I am delving.
Okay.
But I'm going into his mind. Attempting.
Okay. I will need you to make me another intelligence saving throw.
Yep. You put the wrong person here. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
Wait, are you doing a saving throw?
Yeah.
+5.
Oh, paladin.
Oh, love that. That +5 right now will have me at, I can math 27.
Okay. That is going to be now I believe you're resistant to psychic, but that is going to be 26 points of psychic damage, reduced now to 13.
Heard.
As you extend your mind into this individual, you are immediately met with feedback of both magic and pure, unadulterated mania. You feel this wave wash over you, and for a moment it's like your knees go a little weak just with the pure vibes. You catch that this individual from whatever world that they were once a part of ascended to a level that was divine. Now, you do also see that this insane, maniacal individual had done harm to many in their world. But you did see that there were individuals who managed to overcome his divine power and strike him down. Yet, as with many powerful beings, they may die in the moment, but true death for a divine is different. And so, seeing that his throne had been taken, he decided to move on, losing a great deal of his power, but still being a very accomplished arcanist. You see that he has jumped from realm to realm and has been lingering here for some time. Perhaps out of a passive interest at this crossroads between worlds, or because he is simply bored and has decided to make this his new playground.
So yet another random, very, 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 very powerful entity is in their way.
Go for it.
So this sounds like it's all been a very wonderful distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Udazash this entire time has been staring figurative daggers at this creature. But that's not what she's been actually doing. Because as soon as Marcus has grabbed this creature's attention and he's gone off to, make fun of Marcus, make fun of Basu, and Leo is obviously doing something because even Udazash can read that something's going on. Udazash is going to try to once again find out where her quarry is. So even though she is physically looking at Kefka, that is not what she's actually looking for, because you don't need to look at the thing that she's looking for. And now she knows, at least according to this being, Reinhardt's in his tent. So I'm going to picture Reinhardt. I'm going to remember what he smells like. I'm going to remember what he sounds like. I'm going to remember the just really thick, awful armor that he wears and that oil that he puts on it, because you got to wear that awful armor. You got to have the awful oil and the big sword and the awfulness and everything. And then he's in a tent somewhere. He's in this guy's... Where is he? Do I have a beat on him?
I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
Might as well try it again. Here we go.
You get
Marcus.
I will say...
Oh, sorry.
I will say with advantage. Oh, no, go ahead. You're going to add a d10?
No, unfortunately not a D10. However, my Bulwark Mind is on, so you automatically have a D4 on all mental saves.
Awesome. And
And-
Marcus.
5.
Awesome. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's much better. So D4 is what I get with you, Leo.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3. So that was 5. That is a 28. I just needed
With-
3 of my friends to be really distracting, and then my mojo's back.
With a 28. First off, as you are looking at Kefka and you are fixating on this, Is this a spell that you're trying to cast?
No,
You're
this
just...
is, I
Got
am
it.
putting
Okay.
myself back into. I know that in order to hunt somebody down in the night market, I need to do the same thing you do in the night market to find anything. I need to picture in my mind where I need to go, and
Okay.
I'm finding the path again. But he was
Okay.
jingling before, and now he's not jingling in my mind anymore.
Well, as you are trying to focus, there is a moment where the bells on his outfit do jingle, but you push straight past that focus-wise. You can see a small, ostentatious, gaudy tent at the very far end of the lane that you are at. And for a moment you're thinking, okay, well, there are sometimes carnivals that come through. Maybe this belongs to one of them. But then you see that the colors distinctly don't match, almost intentionally. Every possible color in a strange mishmash decorate this tent. And you put 2 and 2 together because they are the same colors that Kefka is currently wearing. And you're pretty sure you found it. You're pretty sure you found the tent.
Excellent. So I think in the moment that Leo is finishing up with what they had just been doing, in everybody's mental link, you hear Udazesh say, "Ignore him, follow me." And she just starts walking. Like power walking and following the path that she now knows she needs to take.
As Udazash starts to move, this individual steps back, but then leaves their legs forward as they start gliding back at Udazash's pace. Ooh, where are we off to? Did you find something interesting? I'm curious myself. Please, why don't you regale me?
I ignore him. Keep walking.
I don't see a world where Leo doesn't get in front of Kefka while Udazash is going. There is this, from what he just gathered, the stakes just went from whatever they were to almost astronomical. If our quarry is Reinhardt and this person is now connecting himself to Reinhardt, and we know we need to get Reinhardt to even have a chance to get out of here, he's putting himself in between and will be an active bulwark. I don't know what that looks like. That might be really bad for Leo, but there's no way he doesn't do that.
Okay. I like the idea that maybe you just immediately fly.
Yeah.
And there's a and he just looks up and cranes his neck so he's looking up and behind at you. Oh, well. Wasn't expecting such rudeness from a new friend. Almost as annoying as getting sand in my boots. So, if you value your friend, both of them, let's have a chat, shall we?
I don't take threats.
Good. The individual and their form disappears from sight.
Whatever we're going to do, we need to do it now.
Follow me. I know where Reinhardt is. I don't care about this other being. As soon
You
as
know?
Reinhardt... Yes. As soon as
No.
Reinhardt...
You feel confident in that word right now?
Yes.
No. Dimension door.
Okay.
I take...
No.
We're not running.
Well, here's the question. Dimension door, you can bring, I think, one person with you. That's the question.
And Marcus are like, I think
Yeah.
Leo killed that guy, and then they disappeared.
Yeah. If can
Leo,
I?
that was the quickest kill I've seen you make.
Yeah. Are we?
Woo!
Are we within? Yeah. If we're not within striking distance of the tent, I think Leo. As soon as you go to do that, I go. No, not yet. We're staying together. I need you all with me. As soon as Reinhardt is dead, we get to leave. I don't care about this other being.
I'm just putting this out there. We all preparing to kick that clown's ass, right? Us, because he's connected to this guy. He pulled a hanky Spanish act.
If we can.
If we can. Okay.
We need to focus on everything but that right now.
We need to move.
I will listen to Uda's ass. That spell will not be cast. Okay, you're right. That's not, it would only take 2 of us, and 2 of us would be stuck here like Father help.
Yeah.
My boy, Father help. And Sparkus.
Yeah, and if they don't know where they're going,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm walking very quickly, but not so fast that they can't keep up with me. And yeah, I am in bloodhound mode, and there is almost nothing that can stop me from hunting right now.
Then instead, to slight retcon, instead of it being dimension door in which we all teleport away and find safety, I'm just going to put a barrier upon you, knowing that you are the crux of this. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on you.
I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Why, yeah?
Look, it's okay, y'all. You near me, you get a +5 anyway, you.
Does this include the charmed or frightened condition?
No.
Okay. 22.
One second.
Okay.
Thank you, Marcus.
30.
You're welcome.
All right.
30. Hell yeah, dude.
Damn, Basu!
30.
Okay.
We get a plus what with you?
5.
Heard. 19.
Okay.
Nice.
22.
Okay. So, as you all continue forward with purpose and with a tiny twinge of uncertainty facing that individual, something very strange happens. Something that Udazash, in the many times you have been to the night market, has definitely not happened before, at least not with you looking at it. There's this phrase about the night market in that it is different every single time you come. And so, as you are moving very quickly, you watch as the path in the street and the way between these stalls is laid before you. The path about 30 or 40 feet in front of all of you moves along with all of those stalls as it's as though the night market is shifting around you. You all succeed and don't immediately feel that lurch in your stomach from reality warping around you, but you do hear and well, I think we got off to the wrong foot. How may I address the tension in the room with these very fine adventurers before me? Would you prefer me bow? Would you like me to grovel? Would you like me to posture? Shall I find a throne? Shall I find a sword? What about a dueling glove? What will get your attention to play with me?
We don't have the time for these games, clown.
Oh, but we have all the time in the world, darling. Look around you. We exist outside time and space as you may know it. Why not have a little bit of fun? Live a little.
With the shift in the night market, has
my sense of where Reinhardt is changed, or do I still have a beat on him?
I will say that your wisdom saving throw was high enough that you key into something. There are now no creatures around any of you. In fact, the smell of the cookies has gone. The sound of music is gone. It is painfully quiet. And you've recognized a glimmer before, or excuse me, a glamour of fey magic from time to time. This, whatever just happened, has put you in a sort of pocket dimension mimicking the region that you were just in. And it seems the individual before you is the one who cast it. You can definitely smell, and you don't feel that little spark in the air. Now it's stale. You are not where you were a moment ago. I fucking
In the mind space, you're gonna hear Marcus kind of grit his teeth and growl a little bit. Permission to rough him up.
In the telepathic bond, we have to. He has moved us outside of the night market.
Well, maybe if I hit him hard enough, this spell go away, and then we can get on with business.
I don't know if it's a spell. I think he's just moved us somewhere else.
Whatever it is a problem for us. One more being playing with us like we are toys in their sandbox.
I'm gonna look at this guy and go, why do you care about Reinhardt so much?
I don't care about one teeny little dragonborn. No, why would I think? Oh, you're good. I like that. No. You see, I get bored. The years roll by like grains of sand. I watch seasons pass. I watch civilizations die in every world I come across. And it is maddening. So then I found this place. I found such a collection of wonderful little toys. And I decided to make my home here. So technically, I don't really care about him as much as I care about the story that could come from following an individual like him. And here we have a wonderful little group of adventurers like yourselves. So, play my game. Please.
Decided to make your home here, or had to make your home here?
No, he lost his original one.
A stroke of luck on the side of those wastes of space.
And yet still to be fact.
And yet they couldn't confirm the kill.
Are you interested? So wait, are you interested in a story or a fight? I am confused.
I'm down for whichever, darling.
Well, because a fight is very boring. A fight is there's fights and then there is done. A story keeps going and is very interesting. We could fight, sure, boring, or you could watch what happens when we hunt down the Reinhardt and continue to
play out the story of us going after the Queen of Dragons. Isn't that way more interesting than just one fight? Whether you win or we win, then it is done. That is very boring. But the story of what happens after we take care of Reinhardt, that is a much more interesting story.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Why am I the person doing this? Don't make me. Okay.
Because you're the character who he's talking.
I know.
Why would you offer if you weren't?
I know, but because Udazesh talks, but she did.
Marcus,
roll really
repeat
well.
everything to him I just said.
Yeah, I know. The good news is, she rolled really well. 28.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
heck yeah.
He said, "Play my little game." So she's going to give into her fey nature and play his game.
All right. But I'm not one to sit back and hear after the fact. No, I'd prefer a more front row seat. So, I have a proposition. I give you your friend. You do with him what you will.
Give?
Oh, just let me get there, darling. And in turn, you bring an aspect of me with you when you go about your way. Just a little trinket, just a way for me to keep eyes on how this story plays out. 'Twould be harmless. Just a little thing to keep on your person.
First off, I'm insulted that you think you have to give him to me. We were on our way to go get him, so that is very insulting. Second, if you can leave here, why do you need us to take along an aspect?
Well, I like it here too at the same time. I like having eyes in multiple places. So, do we have a deal?
Real quick, DM.
Yes.
That mirror that Tasha gave me,
Yes.
I say a place in the Feywild and it shows me that place.
Yes.
Does it only work for places in the Feywild? If I was to give it to him and he was to say my name, could he then see me? So instead of me taking along a piece of him,
He'd be taking a piece of you.
because I do not want him to be bringing along a piece. I do not want to bring a piece of him anywhere. I do not want eyes. I have already a god spying in my brain, but if he wants to have a window into just viewing what's going on, and if that's what I got to give up to do it.
Based on what Leo has seen and the energy that's coming off of this guy, there is a major chance that to someone like him, with the rules that he creates, because he is this so whatever, those two things may be one of the same. Giving him the part of you might just be as potent as him being with us.
Well,
And this is an individual who has effectively what Tiamat is trying to do, has done and got ousted, but has done this is a major problem.
Well, the idea is the mirror only lets you view a place. It doesn't. There's no transportation. So
Does he follow
would-
those rules?
High or low?
Hi.
That is high. Yes, he would be able to see you. Only see you.
Yeah, Udazash reaches into her bag after a long moment and says, I can't take you with me because I've already got a passenger with me that would be complicated. But if you are looking for viewing entertainment, and she pulls out the small hand mirror that Tasha gave her, and kind of rubs it a little bit, like she's buffing out a bit of a smudge. If you use this, and you say my name, you will be able to see me. And so you will not be able to come with me, but you will be able to watch.
The cartoonish nature of this individual dims, and instead of a cartoonish smile, you just see his eyes really zero in on you. It pains you to offer this to me, doesn't it?
Yes.
I accept.
She hands it over.
That's a little mundane. What is your name?
My name is Udazash.
Udazash. And the reflection fades and shows your form standing exactly where it is. Very tricksy. Somewhat of a basic enchantment, but I think it'll work. Delightful. And the mirror disappears from sight. Nothing, no poof, no disapparition. It just simply isn't there anymore. Well, thank you for entertaining me. I'm so excited to see where you go. One moment, please. And the moment his fingers snap, you are back where you were. Kefka is gone. The tent is still there, but it doesn't have as much of a luster to it anymore.
That was a good thing that just happened.
Do I feel Reinhardt in that tent?
Yes, you do.
We are not going to have to deal with that creature, so that was a good thing.
For now, Udazash, that was your window. Back here. Back to the Fae.
And it would do us no good if we were dead. So now we will not have to deal with that creature. Now we just have to deal with Reinhardt. And she's going to grab her bow and head towards the tent.
We follow. Basu follows.
Okay. As our second chances walk with a little bit of a heavier step, knowing that Udazash's window to her home has now been sacrificed, it is here that we're going to end tonight's session. Boy. Could have gone a couple different ways, but... But before we wrap up tonight's session, we have a wonderful cast we would like to reintroduce. So I'm giving it over to our cast. Let them know who you are, where we can find you.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at my website, lauren-urban.com. You can also find me at Gen Con in 3 weeks? In a couple weeks. If you happen to be going to Gen Con, come by the WizKids booth where I will be there for times. for as Unazash would say, for time. So yeah, let me know if you are at Gen Con and come on by the WizKids booth because I will be there. I will be around and you can come by. We have a photo booth. And so you can come take pictures with all sorts of awesome creatures. And yeah, if you are doing awesome things at Gen Con, also let me know so that I can come and support your awesome things. And yeah, I'm just happy to be playing with these people again because cookies.
Hello, my name is Omega Jones, also known as Cryptbard across all social media channels. I will also be at Gen Con doing many things, including Oops All Himbos on Friday. And I am one of the GMs for Cobalt Press, one of their VIP guests running some games for them as well. So just look at the Gen Con schedule for all of the information. There's more things also happening that I technically can't talk about yet, but they'll be revealed sooner rather than later, I assume. But yeah, that's that on Gen Con. The only other major thing is that next Monday, officially starting over on twitch.tv, so that's Captain Robert, we have Weave Walkers, which is a new campaign with myself, Nerd Immersion, good old Jake, and Celeste Conowich. It's a wonderful little group we got happening over there where we're gonna be. That's spoilers, but yeah, Weave Walkers on Monday evening, and then Monday evenings from there. That's me.
Sorry, that whole group is awesome, but it's good to hear Celeste's name in the actual play again. So yeah.
Hello, I am Tony Rodriguez, aka the Encountersmith. You can find me at Encountersmith everywhere. I just partnered with Roll20 and made a video for their YouTube channel on how to get started using Dungeon Scrawl, their integrated map maker, to make fast maps quickly in Roll20. So check out that guide, support me there, and then go find all my friends at Gen Con. I'm sad I can't go, but we have a lot of people, a lot of cool people going, and they're doing a lot of cool things. So go check them out.
Hello, everyone. My name is PJ McGaw, and you can find me all over the internet at PJ McGaw. If you see the bearded face, you are in the right place. I have a lot of stuff coming up this Monday. We should be back with Destiny's Path, the WizKids and Paizo sponsored Pathfinder 2nd Edition show as we go through Triumph of the Tusk with some unique story elements I'll be building for a very long 1 to 20 campaign. I'm very excited to be doing a sponsored show. You can also find me here on Fridays. A bunch of other stuff coming out on Streaming Rainbow and Many Faces and many other events. Go to my socials for that. You can also find me at San Diego Comic-Con, as I'm finally doing my own panel at San Diego Comic-Con, channel and show I'm helping produce. We're going to be doing a live show panel, so more details on that. And I'll also be at Gen Con doing a panel, live panel of After the Table, as well as something with Pocket Dragon Pub. So I'll be at Gen Con and San Diego Comic-Con, and hope to see you there. And also, get your bunches of punches cereal today. It's delicious. It's delicious.
And I am Cujo. You can find me all over the place as either Cujo Plays Games, or you can follow Crit Hit Chronicles for official show announcements, highlights, updates, that sort of thing. As PJ mentioned, and as both of us are wearing, we have merch shirts for our Baldur's Gate characters. You should go pick them up. This one's for Basu. I had a lot of fun with this one.
Yay.
Also, it took fucking forever for that fucking cereal box that is on PJ's chest right now. But yes, streaming schedule, as PJ mentioned, on Mondays you can check us out for some Pathfinder, which is a incredible game. PJ is absolutely killing it as a storyteller. I'm still proud of him. On Tuesdays you can catch us for Bitten, our post-zombie apocalyptic fantasy adventure, where I play a grumpy little spellboy who's struggling. Thursdays you can catch us for this upcoming Wednesday, you can catch us for Sagas of Anima, some more Daggerheart with a collaboratively built setting. And Fridays, congratulations, you found us. And if you are a fan of my voice, go check out The Road to Hell, a Hunter the Reckoning chronicle that just released its finale yesterday. And I've been getting messages about the ending. It was very difficult to record, but it was worth it. As for Gen Con, I will also be there, and I will also be running some Tales of the Valiant alongside Omega. So go check out the Gen Con tickets page. I believe I'm running a game every day. There's still some spots available. I know Friday and Saturday are wide open, so if you would like to come and play, by all means, I would love to meet you. Let's roll dice and let's tell some stories together. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and raid Howdy Love Darlin. Seems like Meadow is running their Hex Heist episode, so we're going to pass along that love. But in the meantime, just as a reminder, go find your cookie. We love you. We support you. We appreciate you. And please be nice to each other. We'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.